Boom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to talk about
what went down at WWDC 23.
Did you get what you wanted? Are you excited? We'll find out. Hello, welcome to the show. I'm Jade. This is How to App on iOS, and I'm very tired. It's been a morning, and because the event is held here at 3 a.m. and I had to get up to watch it, and didn't really get much sleep, but stayed up, opened up a Clubhouse room with my friends Russ and Leela and Brad and Audible Video, and we all watched along in amazement. Absolutely amazement at what was announced. Yes. Now, this is only going to be a really short show because I have another show coming up straight after this where we're taking a look at an app, which is by Audio Thing called Crusher. I just want to give my views on everything. So it's just more of a hang and quick chat. I'm sure Pete will cover everything in detail when he does his show later today. I'd like to welcome all our Ward Warriors. For $1 a month, you become a Ward Warrior and support the channel that way and get custom emojis and stuff like that. Hello, Thomas Christ. Hello, Mark Bro, Jenny Jolavu, Mateus, what's going on? And FPC is in the house. And, of course, Seabass the Great. Very bougie, bourgeois even. It is what it is, man. It's Apple, you know. All right. Thanks, Thomas, for posting a link there. If you're watching Lurking, lurk away, have fun. Say hello in the chat. I want to get your opinions, what you think of what's going on. All right, let's dive in and talk about the stuff, shall we? Because the main thing we're going to cover first, of course, is the main deal, which, guess what, isn't going to be released until next year. So it's a long ways away before we get to see one of these. And here we are over on Apple's American website. So I've got two of them open today. And here they are, Vision Pro. Long talked about, long expected, long time in the making, clearly. The one thing, before we jump in and have a look at these things, is being an Apple user for a very, very long time. The one thing that Apple does do really well is they do enter the game very late for good reason, because they take time to develop things and make sure they're good, because they're going to put Apple tax on it, which is moolah, man. It's the big bucks. And boy, do these things look wicked. Not so sure about the effect they're going to have on humanity. I know Apple's all about, you know, hey, this is going to bring us all together. It's all going to be good. And I'm a bit scared because I don't want to live in this world where people are wearing diving goggles everywhere I go, because they look like diving goggles. All right? I don't care what you say. And those eyes are fucking creepy because they're not real. They're not real. They are AI-generated faces of us between... they're not real, and they blink with you as well, and it's a little bit creepy, a little bit dystopian. Yeah, as Thomas says here, not the first time big tech company has made glasses the promise of VR future, but I'm gonna put my cookies on this, that these are gonna be good. Like, you're gonna put them on, and they're gonna be awesome. Like, they just will. Google's glasses were terrible. They were terrible. Just a nightmare. The amount of cameras in these are just crazy. Fat Panda Cat says, I'm a huge user of VR, and honestly, I didn't see anything new other than the vastly inflated price. Yeah, there you go. I bet Facebook was sitting there watching this just going, man, I think we made the wrong decision making stupid cartoon characters that and our whole business model banking on it, and it failed utterly. The machine looks amazing, though. I'm not sure which machine you're talking. If you're talking about the Studio Mac, that thing looks wicked. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, a little. Hello, Brad. Welcome aboard. So here they are. Here's the things. The price, yes, it's expensive. Look at this. So available early next year in the US. Early next year. Spatial computing is what they're calling it. Does that look like spatial computing to you? It looks like deep sea diving. You know what they didn't show? They didn't show where that cord goes at the back, which I'm assuming goes to a very expensive battery pack that clips onto your belt, where you'll probably need another very expensive battery pack and another one just in case the other one runs out. So there's that. So not only, I'm wondering what you get for the headset. How many battery packs do you get? Do you get one? That cord ominously just hangs in the background, yeah? Of course, I know it goes to the battery, but I'm interested to see what the battery is. Shall we learn more? Let's learn more and have a quick talk about it. There they are. The era of spatial computing. Now, it's interesting. I was saying over on Clubhouse, with the iPhone, we already had phones. The iPhone had been successful, so it was looked at as a big iPhone, so there was already kind of the understanding of touchscreen. Then the watches came out, and the watches were like, okay, you could tell Apple weren't sure how people were going to respond to the watches, if it was going to be a thing. Obviously, it has taken off, but a very, there's varying levels with the watches. You've got your entry level and then your very bourgeois, expensive watches. But this is a hard one, isn't it? Because we can't try this on right now. We can't really experience it. We can watch all these images, but until you actually go into an Apple store, I think, and put them on, is going to be the tell. Yeah, it looks amazing. It does look cool. Yeah. When they connected it to a Mac and opened up Final Cut Pro, that got exciting because we were thinking, hey, man, Logic, awesome. But and speaking of Logic, we did get a mention. We got a mention of Pro apps, Logic and Final Cut Pro come to the Pro devices, and that was kind of exciting for a second. I was hoping for an announcement there where they might say a bit of a roadmap of what's coming. Nothing. We got nothing. So seamlessly blends digital content with your physical space. Yeah. I don't know, man. They seem to. I'm just going to go out and say this, and if you disagree with me, that's up to you. This is just my opinion. It looks like a lot of lonely people wearing these. It looks sad. Look, that woman looks really fucking sad. I don't know. It looks really dystopian, and everyone looks miserable. It's awesome technology, don't get me wrong. It's amazing. If this all it works like they say it does, and I'm sure it does, but wow, very bleak. Very bleak. Already we live in a world where we're all sitting on YouTube watching and connecting through here, and I don't know, containing yourself within something like that. I want to watch a movie with them, of course. I think watching a movie would be wicked. Yeah. They're expensive, $3,500. They look great. Like, they look so well designed. One of the things I was thinking about when I'm seeing it was like, can you hear? Will people be able to hear outside of it? Because it didn't look like it was sitting over people's ears or anything like that. Are there headphones that go with it? I don't know. But look, again, very lonely, very empty. Very dystopian apps and theater, and they kept driving home this whole thing about you can look at your photos. Tell me, who the fuck sits around watching their photos on the TV screen 24 hours a day? $3,500 to sit around in your lounge room with a headset on looking at your photos. I don't know. Seems a bit weird. If that's what you do, good luck to you. But The only positive I see, says FPC, I see is that Apple will make damn sure it integrates with all existing apps. Of course it will, yeah. And already the APIs are out for developers, so developers can go and do all that stuff. See, Mateo said, seems great. Like something that can become our reality soon, but at the same time, we will make fun of the design 15 years. Yeah. Ears are free and they have integrated spatial audio speakers. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Like, these are, and remember it said starts from $3,500 US. So in Australia, that's going to be about $5,000. Yeah, look, I don't know what else to say. They look amazing. The whole Disney thing looked great. Yeah, Unity on board. Everything looks great. They look fantastic. They're just so far away. That's the thing. Gaming will be fun. And, it looked like Apple is making another ditched attempt to try and get gaming on the Mac. They've been pushing so hard. Metal 3. If they can do it is another thing. It's been a struggle for them to get games over from the Mac, especially because you've got Steam dominating so much of the gaming marketplace. It's not that bad. I use it VR to meet with friends in the US. Yeah. Hey, this is the question I ask. Prescription glasses. How's it going to affect me with glasses? So, I don't know. Good morning, Pete Johns, and hello, Hubsy, as well. I don't know how it's going to affect wearing glasses. App Sleep to Life. Look, there's no denying it. It looks amazing. The amount of R&D that have gone into these things. How many cameras are there? There's 2 chips. There's an M2. There's an R1 chip. There's like 16 cameras or something. Is that what I'm trying to remember? 16 or something cameras? Crazy shit. When it comes to privacy, we're all good, man. Privacy's all good. So very awesome technology. I think it's mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing to see that they've created something like this. You know what? It's weird. I was kind of hoping, sitting there, that they weren't going to announce it just to see the backlash because, all the pundits had predicted this was happening. It was the worst kept secret around. Pete says, this is what the Apple Newton was for iPhone in the early days. Does it have an EEG so it can read your mind? Well, yep, $3,500 for the thing, Princess. It's not out until early next year. So, it's not even on the Australian store. Look at this. It's not even on the Australian store. So it's only coming out in the US next year. So be aware of that. Look, you can get a notify thing. You can set up a notify. Here I was today after the event. I got charged $40 from Apple. Was like, $40? No, it was $80. I'm like, $80? My Apple One charge went through. And I forgot I bought an app for $20. And I was like cursing Apple. $3,500, man. But what can you say? Is this the future? Who knows? Apple seemed to make it the future with their stuff. And does it have a headphone jack? Is anyone thinking about getting one of these? Is there anybody in the chat thinking about getting one of these? I know when it comes out, I'll definitely go down to the Apple store and try it on. I want to see what it's like. I want to experience it. Hey, if it's mind-blowing, I'll save up the bickies. But, yeah, very dystopian. It just looks that way. Anyway, let's move on because I'm not going to be here for a long time today. As I said, I've got a second show following this where we're looking at an app today. The MacBook Air 15-inch is here, available on the 13th of the 6th. And, well, Pete, they did show when you connect the goggles to the Mac, then they showed them using Final Cut Pro on the Mac using the goggles. So you could use Logic. I'm expecting you're going to be able to connect to an iPad as well. So that's a thing. Hey, Wes, what's going on? All right, the MacBook Air 15 was announced with 18 hours of battery life, M2 chip, available on the 13th of the 6th. Looks really nice, pretty standard affair. Thinnest MacBook Air ever, as they say. You know, there's all that. Pricing, do we have prices? Look, it's a Mac, yeah? It's a Mac. It's it's going to work. It's going to have the new Busy Dizzy, all the new iOS stuff. So, faster chip, all that kind of stuff. That's good shit. We like seeing that. What are the prices? US prices. So we're on the US website. Let's have a look at some pricing. So a 15-inch M2 is from $12.99 US dollars. You can upgrade and go from a 8 gig 256 memory. So these are just 8 gig models here. And you're looking at $14.99, $12.99 for base entry. What do we do? Let's try want to try maxing one out? Can we do that? Let's go, 24 unified. Let's go 2 terabyte. We'll go the super power adapter. Yeah. We're all good. Don't need Final Cut Pro. No thanks. How much is that? $2,499 for a Mac Air with the M2 chip in it, all fully maxed out in the US. There you go. Bunch of colors too. This is the midnight, sexy midnight one. We can get out of here. It's a MacBook Air. It's wicked. They're great computers, yeah? What else do we have here? So we've looked at the goggles. We've looked at that. Mac Studio. Now, this was really exciting. I thought this thing was wicked. The M2 Ultra. Man, whew, does this thing have some power? This is pretty stunning. Stunning. Where is it?
Stunning. 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 Stunning.
Stunning. Supercharged by the Ultra. So this is the new chip they've included here. 24 core CPU, 76 core GPU, and up to 192 gigabytes of unified memory. Get the fuck. That's a beast. This thing is a beast. That's nuts. What are you going to use it for? What are you going to use that for? Power, man. That is a lot of power. Yeah. The Ultra is pretty brutal. There you go. I'm sure Pete's going to cover it much more than me. I'm just having an opinion on it. 6.1 times rendering power. Boom. Big boost. That amount of RAM is just huge. Darren Anderson, what's going on? We played you yesterday. Yeah. Cool and quiet. These things are total powerhouses. Yeah. What can I say? Can we have a look at the price? Should we have a look at the price? It's pretty much the same machine as last year, all that jazz, just with super chips now. Super chips in them. Ultra. Where are we? Here we go. Ultra. So, base level, 32 core, 60 core GPU, 24 core, with only a terabyte of storage. So $4,000. Shall we max it out? This is US prices. So in Australia, it cost $8 million. Holy shit. So if we go up to the M2 Ultra 76, that's an extra 1,000. We go up to the unified memory, it's another $1,600. And we go for 8 terabytes of storage, $8,799 to max one of these mothers out. Pretty spectacular. I mean, even a base level one of these, you're going to be in heaven. Even if you went for this one, the Max, what do you got for even the base level of this? $2,000, 12 core, 16, 30 core GPU, 12 core CPU, 16 core neural engine. So the max memory is 64 gigabytes of RAM. And yeah, even a terabyte, $2,500. That would do you. You would be pretty hard pressed to really fuck up with something like this for just making music. You know, anything else is going to be overkill. Wicked, man. Good machines. Yeah, can't really complain. Let's talk about iOS. We got the cheese grater. I don't think cheese grater is made for super powerhouse. They've put the Ultra in this as well. I mean, none of us are going to be getting one of these and filling it up full of these slots and everything. You know, we're not running server farms and stuff like that. But it's nice that they finally put Apple Silicon inside a Mac Pro cheese grater. That's cool. Let's talk about iOS 17. Let's talk about the stuff I know a lot of people are going to want to know first. Will this run on your iOS device? Let's go all the way to the bottom because no longer will iOS 17 run on iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and X. Gone. Goodbye. So if you have an iPhone 8, an 8 Plus, or an X, you are no longer welcome with iOS 17. For the iPhone, it is XR and up, and SE second generation or later. That is it. That is the bananas that you're going to get there. So they cut a few from there. And what do we got? I'll tell you what I'm most excited about before we get in. So customizing. These look cool. So phone calls with people's photos. You know what's interesting? Are there a lot of people out there who have all their contacts' photos in there? You know, this is a great feature, but how many phone calls do you get on your phone and it's like from the bank or like from the doctor and they don't have a photo? It's just, you know what I mean? How many people go to the time to fill in all their friends' photos and put their photo and do all this? You know, it looks great if everybody went and did that. So, yeah. But, hey, cool. You can get real-time voicemail calls. So when people are leaving a message, you can see it real-time. That's awesome. My favorite stuff. So I love all this stuff. The messages stuff is really exciting for me. I think this whole new section here where they've moved all the stickers and photos into this lovely little thing here. I like that. I think that's good. Long overdue. The little icons down the bottom are ugly and gross. Voicemail feature will be useful. I agree, Thomas. Will still run on SE. Yes, I have an SE too, Mark. I love the form factor. You would 100% take a photo of your ass. Awesome. So this check-in thing's pretty cool, unless like you get kidnapped and, you know, it's a nice idea, but hey, if you've been kidnapped and put in the back of a car boot, I don't think it's really going to matter, is it? Got home safe in the car boot of a serial killer. But hey, no, it's good because, you know, whenever friends come to my house, or I go to friends' houses, I always let people know when I get home, or I expect people to let me know when they get home. It's just a thing I've always done. I know a lot of us do that because it just shows that you care. I love this catch-up arrow because I have a chat group in messages with all my friends, and I know when there's been a lot of messages, I have to scroll up and try and find where it says, but this is going to be like a little instant swipe to reply and take you straight to catch up all your stuff. But where are we? Where's my favorite? So you got to way to share locations, read audio message transcription, but here we go. This is what I'm into. This is the big seller for me. Stickers, man. Stickers. Man, you can make animated stickers of yourself. So they've taken the technology of being able to drag you know how you can take out yourself out of photos and take out yourself out of the background? You can do that with videos and photos, and you can make your own stickers. And you can use them across heaps of apps across all devices. So if you've got a video of yourself giving the bird, you can pull that out and make a sticker with it. I reckon stickers are going to be my thing. I'm going to be using stickers all the time. They look like heaps of fun. That's my takeaway from the whole event. Forget the goggles, the stickers, man. These, look at that. Look, I know, Princess. Look. I like cats. I like cats. You can make all the cat stickers in the world, Princess. Oh, dear. So look how they've given 3 pages to the stickers. 3 little sections of stickers. And you can use your stickers everywhere. Pretty good, eh? You got a sticker drawer where you can save all your stickers. Pretty cool. FaceTime, you can record FaceTime messages now. Leave a FaceTime message if nobody's there. That's cool. Yeah, this looks wank. This looks utter wank. You know, balloons and celebration. Yeah, whatever. Who uses that stuff? FaceTime on Apple TV, very cool. Watch a movie along with somebody. I know somebody like Russ would get use out of that. Put your phone in front of the TV, watch a movie with his missus who lives in the US. These are cool. I dig these. The phone, turn it on the side now. Leave it. You've got all these little time widgets and alarm widgets and stuff. These are really wicked. Long overdue. This has been on the watch forever. So to have this is wicked. What have we got? 8:27. So yeah, you can even find out when your Uber Eats are coming. Look at this. But here's the elephant in the room. How much for the stand? Like, it looks great, doesn't it? But I wonder how much that stand is. I bet it's like $1,100 for that stand just to make it look cool. Fucking great. So, live activities, Siri results at a glance, time, alarm clock. But you'll need the stand for $11 million. Interactive widgets. So, that's cool. You can now interact with them. When I saw this, I thought, that's a bit weird. What if you because you can touch the widgets and they don't open up anymore and you can interact with them, what if you've got your home kit there and you just bump it and you turn off all the lights? But hey, I don't have home kits. So AirDrop. So now this technology has been around for a little while where you can bump uglies and you can share contacts, you can share stuff using this new addition to AirDrop. And AirDrop is awesome. If you're not using AirDrop, you're crazy. It is just wicked. There's a new way to share with those. Simply bring your phones together and initiate the transfer via AirDrop. There used to be an app that did this on iOS. I used it all the time. It was called Bump, and you'd bump your 2 iPhones together. And I think Apple, I'm not sure. I'm going by memory. My memory's pretty terrible. I'm pretty sure they bought the company, and they've probably integrated that kind of technology into this. I'm pretty sure Bump isn't available on the App Store anymore. Yeah, Thomas remembers Bump. It was wicked. I remember being at so many clubs and just pulling out the old iPhone. I think it was like 4S or something, and just bumping phones, bang. And your details just transferred between each other. But this is a little bit more than that. So you can see the little thing here shows things transferring. Wicked stuff. Yeah, good. Hold 2 iPhones together, instantly share play so you can share music. So if 2 people are jogging together and you want to keep in time with your music, you can share and share the same amount. Now we're getting into creepy territory because this journal, all new way to appreciate life's moments and preserve memories with an asterisk. All right. Okay. So they want us to write down all our feelings and shit. What's going on in our head. Where's the asterisk? I'm going to have to go down the bottom to find it. I know. We'll remember the asterisk. But because at the same time, with the WatchOS, they've announced a whole lot of mental health stuff. Is this going to tie into this? Using on-device machine learning. And look, you're going to see a lot of this on-device machine learning. I'll tell you what I think. Everyone's saying, when's Apple going to come out with AI? There it is. They've had it for ages, I believe. They're way ahead of the curve. And you know why? Because they've been smart and not called AI. They've made a decision, I believe, a long time ago to call it on-device machine learning, because AI gives you the impression that this is an artificial intelligence. It's something separate from you. It's something that could become more intelligent than you, where the term on-device machine learning makes it a slave to you, a server of you. You are the thing that it is learning from. It's more empowering, and they've already been using machine learning. It's across all their stuff. It's across everything, and we've been hearing it for a long time. So I don't think there's going to be a moment where Apple come out and go, "Here's our AI." I think this is it. It's already going, and it's continuously learning from each of us on our own devices to cater to us individually. So, that's my opinion. And it's all throughout iOS. But this diary thing that looks a little bit creepy, I'm probably not going to be using it. Yeah. Autocorrect. And it's going to start remembering, using again. There it is again. It is that on-device machine learning. It's going to be learning from things that we correct, and it's actually going to try to remember. So if you write something, like I always go to write the word unt, and when I write Kurt's name, it always comes up with unt. And I've got to teach it not to say unt when I say Kurt, Yeah, I saw, speaking of that, I saw something really horrible. I forget who it was the other day. Somebody on Facebook went, "Thanks, Facebook Memories, for reminding me that my mum died last year." Yeah, it's not really cool, those memories. Even more accurate autocorrect with a 5 next to it. I wonder what that 5's for. But apparently they're going to be doing this. So keyboards had some updates as well. Safari and passwords. You can create profiles, share passwords, enhanced private browsing, autofill verification codes received in mail, password key sharing, music, AirPlay. What do we got? AirPods. Maps. So Siri has got some updates. Spotlight. What else? Find recipes. Everything else is kind of really bland in here. The health apps had this here we go. So here's the health app. Notice this. So new mental health and vision health features provide powerful insights. Right. So this is interesting. How are you feeling? Choose how you're feeling right now. Okay, pleasant, very unpleasant. Notice how they've not put like depressed. Even at the lowest point of sadness, they've still got the word pleasant in there. Very unpleasant. Who says that? How are you feeling today? Oh, I'm extremely unpleasant. I'm at rock bottom of pleasantness. It's Apple, isn't it? It's kind of like the color of everything. It's very pastel. But so this is their new mental health thing, and it's going to suggest things like, go for a pleasant walk and feel a bit more pleasant. Hey, mascarpone. But it's true, isn't it, Thomas? Like, it's weird. I don't know. The mental health app, they promise it's not going to go anywhere except on your phone. Community safety. What's this? Community safety includes protections for sensitive videos and photos that extends beyond messages, include content sent and received via data. System-wide photo picker, FaceTime. So, community safety. This could be sensitive. Are you sure you want to view it? So, overreach. I'm not sure I like this. You now have the option to blur sensitive photos and videos before you choose to view them. I like that. So I don't have to hide all the photos in my photo app. I can just put a blur over them. That's kind of cool. All right. I dig that. Lockdown mode. Expanded lockdown mode, increased security to help protect against sophisticated cyber attacks, improved permissions, and so much more. So the interesting thing is you're getting all this stuff here in iOS 17 on iPad OS 17 as well. Whoops, let's go here. So pretty much everything there you're going to get in iPad OS. Let's quickly jump over. Is there anything? All right, let's cover the top stuff. Lock screen. Yeah, cool. You can put some widgets on there. It's kind of animated. Yeah. Wonder how much battery that's going to drain. Do I need it? Not really. Widgets on the lock screen. I don't care. Interactive widgets on the iPad. I don't care. Makes it look ugly. Messages. So pretty much all the same stuff that you're going to get on the iPhone, including stickers. Yeah, stickers. Wicked. Mental health. Oh, you've got some PDF and notes stuff, which looks really cool, which you can use in the notes pad. Digging that. Safari passwords. So there's some new keyboard enhancements and stuff as well. Stage Manager, get more flexible in moving and resizing windows. So they're going to improve Stage Manager, make it work properly, right? Okay, let's talk about the ugly duck in the room. Mac. Okay, screensavers, awesome, good times. This sucks. Sorry, my opinion, don't like it. That's your problem. I don't want fucking widgets on my fucking Mac, man. I don't want them. I don't care about them. It makes the Mac look ugly. Look at it. It looks ugly as shit. My opinion. It looks stupid. Here's the thing. I love my Mac. You know why? Because my Mac is always neat. I love it. Right? See how neat it is? It's just got hard drives over there in the corner and there's nothing else. Right? For some reason, I love a neat Mac. This, yuck. Just, I don't know. I don't want widgets on my thing, yeah? Hey, Chem, what's happening? I think this is shit. Yucky. What a waste of time. Really? Should be adding better stuff than that. It is what it is. So you're pretty much getting all the stuff that's in iOS over here as well. There's a whole bunch of improvements to to Safari. Good stuff. Passwords. So pretty much you're seeing anything here. There's this new thing here where you can save a website down in your toolbar as an app and it'll auto open and look like an app. Apparently they're saying developers won't have to do much to their websites. Apple's done something magical to make it happen and do it all within their machine learning, AI, stickers, PDFs, pretty much everything that's in, gaming's getting an update, of course. So they're really pushing the gaming thing. What else do we have? There it is. There's your brief overview of that. And what do we have last? Watch. Pretty much new widgets, I think, was on the watch. And, they look good. I'm going to have to get a new watch. I think I'm still on a 3. So here are the new widgets, the way they, where are they here? So you can scroll these things up from the bottom. Yeah. Looks okay. Watch some watch faces. Man, I wonder how much they paid for the Snoopy license. And we were saying in Clubhouse when we were watching this, is Snoopy still a thing? Really? You spend all that money on Snoopy? Like, cool. Hey, they look cool. They're animated. But like Snoopy, I just think of Snoopy and think, man, I just think it's so old. I think when I was a kid, I used to watch it Saturday afternoon cartoons and just, even then it was boring. Man, what would be cool is if they made an alarm clock that went, where are we? Wah 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 wah. Now I would buy that. An alarm clock with the teacher. So we got some cycling stuff, hiking, new hiking stuff in the watch as well. What else? Mental health. So the watch is going to be checking your mental health as well, and asking if you're feeling unpleasant or extremely unpleasant. But yeah, it's interesting with this stuff too, because they can't really announce like all the new features because they haven't announced the new devices, and there's always things in the devices that take advantage of certain new things in the OSs. So we're not getting all the story yet, as usual. Apple Fitness. So that, in a nutshell, is pretty much it. What I didn't cover, did I cover? Yeah. Oh, the last thing, I better go back. iPad. Yep. Some iPads are not going to be running this, and it's heavy. So iPad Pro 2nd generation and later will be able to run iOS 17. iPad Air 3rd generation and later. iPad 6th generation and later. And iPad Mini 5th generation and later. So that means goodbye to this iPad here. You got your last year, 5th generation. Goodbye. Last year for you. Plenty of time for this baby and my other iPad Pro, so that's good. But so the 6th gen and the 5th gen Mini are getting one more year. So that's nice. Yep, there goes my 5th gen as well, Mark. It is what it is. So if you want to join the beta, you can join the development program if you become a developer, or I think the beta will become available maybe early next month for the public if you want to go and do it. What do you think? You think there's much in there that's going to change your life? Is this a revolutionary update or an evolutionary update? In my opinion, this is very evolutionary. A few little creature comforts. The Vision Pro is what they're banking everything on. This is the thing that's mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing with the creepy pretend eyes at the front. MacBook Air, yeah, this thing's wicked. This is incredible if you got the money. Cheese grater, good for big companies who need the power of that. Mac OS Sonoma, kind of boring, you know. Yeah, absolutely, Chim. Don't join the beta, folks. Don't do it. Here's the problem, right? The problem with public beta. I don't know, Chem. Do you agree with me with this? I think betas for iOS should never have gone public ever. They should have remained private, and because the problem is that there's this subsect of people who get on the beta and they use it, but they don't report anything. They just want to be on it to say I'm on it. And then you have all these people on it, hundreds of thousands of people using the betas with lots of problems. Their phones don't work, their iPads don't work, they don't bug report. And then when it eventually comes out anyway, it's still a shit show because you're relying on a bunch of people who are too fucking lazy to bug report or send stuff. So I really don't agree with public betas for iOS. It is what it is. That's my opinion. You can disagree with me if you like. And speaking on this subject, we have a show coming up this week. Instead of an interview, we're bringing back the WART series this week on Thursday. If you're in the US and UK, you can't always get what you want. And we're going to talk about on-demand, living in an on-demand world and expecting everything now and expecting everything free. And when it doesn't come to what you want, crying like a bitch. We're going to be talking about that. So I hope you can come and join us for this because I want to hear your opinions on this. Your opinions are valued. This is happening this week. But we have Pete Johns coming up in about an hour and 15 minutes time where he'll take a little bit more of an in-depth look. I'm just like perusing, having a bit of a shit stir at the whole event. You know, that's all good. I'm taking the piss, but those glasses look like fun. In about 15 minutes time, I will be back here taking a look at today's app, which is from Audio Thing. We're looking at Crusher today. And then after this show, I'll send you all over to Pete's show so he can tell you more about what happened at WWDC. I can also let you know, folks, tomorrow on the show, we're taking a look at Clevgrand's Richter, and then we're doing something very different on the day after that. We're doing 4 free apps in one show. Before Thomas Christ You Rock, we're doing a Chow Multi-Tool, Skipperdisk, TRNR, Channel Strip, and big stuff from who makes that? Nembrini. So we're taking a look at 4 free apps in one show. Princess LDG was gifted a membership. There you go. Oh, Princess, there you go. Gifted. Good job. Thanks very much, Mark, for that. Okay. So that is my kind of quick roundup of WWDC. Was it worth me staying up till 3 in the morning? No. If you haven't seen, I've been doing these new shows, guys. These new videos that only go for about 5 minutes. Yesterday, I dropped one on the channel called Creating Mix Groups here in... oops. Why is that not full? Why is that full screen? Creating mixed groups in Logic Pro for iPad and these daily digests. I'm going to drop one today that if you are a user of the acoustic drums in Logic Pro, you're not going to want to miss this. It's something really, really cool that I have found a way around something that Apple didn't include in Logic Pro for acoustic drummers, and you're not going to want to miss that. So please, if you see my daily digests, I'd be super thankful if you went and clicked on them and give them a watch. They're only 5 minutes long. It helps the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. But you are going to love today's video. It's really, really cool. Because they, in Logic, they gave a lot of functionality to the electronic drum kits, but nothing to the acoustic kits. But I've found a way around it. Boom. So yeah, yesterday's video was around, what was it on? It was on, creating mixed groups. So there's been 3 videos so far. We've done one on MIDI learn modulation, and the other one was on multi-outs, which you can do. You just got to kind of faff around a little bit. All right, that's me out of here. I'll be back here in about 13 minutes' time. I'll send a dump at the end of this show, so if you want to go wait and hang out for the next show where we take a look at that app, and let me go out right now with something special. This is from my band Utensils, and quite ironically, this is from my movie that I've been working on for quite a number of years, and this movie is about people putting on helmets and all losing who they are and becoming lonely individuals, eating and shitting into boxes while we get lost in virtual reality worlds. And this is Technology Killed the Reality Star from my film coming out soon. Let's go with it. This is Utensils. And just watch the imagery because it reminds me of these bloody helmets. Yeah. Hit the like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we'll see you soon.
now have primary control of critical functions. Computers now have control. Computers now have control. Computers now have primary control of critical functions. 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 Computers now have primary control of